Remember Ragdoll Engine, that chaotic physics-based game where you could launch yourself off skyscrapers, push people downstairs, and just exist as a completely useless floppy mess? It was the ultimate Roblox sandbox, part social hub, part meme generator, and part troll haven. But if you search for it now, it's gone, deleted, vanished, not even a shadow remains. So, what happened? Why did Ragdoll Engine, one of the most visited games on Roblox, just disappear without a trace? Ragdoll Engine was created by Mr. Flimflam in 2018, and despite its simple premise, it became a phenomenon. Your character was stuck in a permanent ragdoll mode, and you could press buttons to collapse, stand up, or get tossed around by different contraptions. The game world was a physics playground, featuring endless staircases, powerful cannons, free-fall elevators, and spinning platforms that launched players in random directions. It was pure, unscripted chaos, and that's what made it fun. But here's where things got interesting. Players didn't just use it for goofing around, it became a hangout spot. People formed groups, roleplayed as security guards for no reason, or just stood in circles silently judging everyone else. It was less of a game and more of a Roblox cultural phenomenon. By 2020, Ragdoll Engine had millions of visits daily, competing with some of the biggest games on the platform. It even outlasted several officially sponsored Roblox events, proving that pure sandbox freedom was enough to keep players hooked. But as its popularity grew, so did its problems. With no real objectives, no moderation, and no rules, Ragdoll Engine became a magnet for toxicity. What started as a harmless pushing quickly turned into targeted harassment, and the game's mechanics encouraged it. Push tools, meant for fun, became weapons of destruction. Players camped near ledges, waiting to show unsuspecting victims into the abbeys. Some people would spam push others relentlessly, making it impossible to stand up. And let's not forget chat toxicity. It was actually terrible. As Ragdoll Engine grew, so did the number of hackers, and this was the beginning of the end. The game's reliance on Roblox physics made it extremely vulnerable to exploits. Hackers ran wild with fly scripts, speed hacks, and ragdoll manipulation, where they could literally control other players' movements, dragging them around like puppets. Then came the fling scripts. Hackers could target specific players and launch them across the map at game-breaking speeds, sometimes crashing entire servers in the process. At one point it was nearly impossible to find a public server without at least one exploiter. Players would join, only to be immediately flung into the void or stuck in an infinite fall loop. And the worst part, the game received almost no updates to patch these issues. Then, in mid-2021, Ragdoll Engine suddenly vanished. No warning, no announcement, just gone. So, why did it disappear? Well, the developer never gave an official statement, but here are the most likely reasons. Too much toxicity and drama, lack of updates, and newer and better alternatives. By 2021, other physics-based games like Ragdoll Universe and Ragdoll Simulator offered a more polished experience, leaving Ragdoll Engine feeling outdated. Whatever the reason, one thing became clear: Ragdoll Engine wasn't coming back. If you search for Ragdoll Engine today, you'll find countless copycats. Some attempt to recreate the original, but most feel cheap and rushed. The closest real replacement? Probably Ragdoll Universe, a game that took the best parts of Ragdoll Engine but added combat mechanics and polished physics, making it feel like an actual evolution rather than a low-effort remake. But if you're hoping for Ragdoll Engine to return, don't hold your breath. The original game is most likely gone forever. At the end of the day, Ragdoll Engine was a product of its time. It was simple, chaotic fun, and for millions of players, it was the game they spent hours messing around in with friends. But like all good things, it eventually had to come to an end.